He was 19 years old. He had tuberculosis. He weighed less than 50 kilograms. He was too sick to be accepted into the military. And on a warm Sunday morning in June 1914, he stopped to buy a sandwich. That sandwich changed the world. 20 million people would die. 4 empires would collapse. And it can all be traced back to one teenage boy, one gun, and one wrong turn on a Sarajevo street corner. The setup. Europe in 1914 was a locked room full of gunpowder. The great powers had spent decades building military alliances so tightly wound that if one nation moved, all the others would follow automatically. Everyone was ready for a war. Nobody wanted to start one. They just needed a reason. In Bosnia, a generation of young men had grown up furious at Austro-Hungarian rule over their land. Gavrilo Princip was one of them. Poor, sickly, radicalized not in a training camp, but in a library. He joined a secret Serbian nationalist group called the Black Hand, dedicated to liberating Slavic peoples by any means necessary. When they learned that Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, was visiting Sarajevo in June 1914, they assembled a team, 7 assassins, positioned along the Archduke's route, armed with bombs and pistols. The plan seemed solid. Then it fell apart completely. The failed attempt. The first assassin in the line threw his bomb at the Archduke's open car. He missed. It bounced off the vehicle, rolled underneath the car behind it, and exploded, injuring several bystanders, but leaving Franz Ferdinand untouched. The motorcade sped away. The remaining assassins, including Princip, watched it disappear and did nothing. The bomb thrower, having failed, swallowed his cyanide capsule and jumped into the nearby river. The cyanide was expired. It only made him sick. The river was 10 centimeters deep. He was arrested, wet, and coughing within minutes. The assassination was over, or so it seemed. The sandwich. Princip walked away from the crowd. He was hungry. He went to a nearby deli on Franz Josef Street and ordered a sandwich. He stood there eating. Meanwhile, Franz Ferdinand decided to visit the people injured in the earlier explosion at the hospital. The motorcade set off again, but no one told the lead driver about the new route. He took the original road, made a wrong turn, found himself on Franz Josef Street. He was ordered to reverse. The car stalled. Gavrilo Princip looked up from his sandwich. The Archduke's open car had stopped directly in front of him, less than 2 meters away. He had not gone looking for Franz Ferdinand. Franz Ferdinand had come to him. Princip stepped forward, drew his pistol, fired twice. The first bullet struck the Archduke in the jugular vein. The second struck his wife Sophie in the abdomen. Both were dead within the hour. The chain. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia, issued an ultimatum designed to be rejected. Serbia rejected it. Austria-Hungary declared war. Russia mobilized for Serbia. Germany declared war on Russia. France entered for Russia. Germany invaded Belgium to reach France. Britain entered to protect Belgium. Within 37 days of 2 gunshots on a Sarajevo street, almost all of Europe was at war. 20 million dead, 4 empires erased. The war's aftermath created the conditions for the Russian Revolution and the Soviet Union. Its humiliating peace terms created the conditions for Adolf Hitler and the Second World War. 85 million more dead, all of it connected, all of it traceable back to a stalled car and a hungry teenager on a street corner. The end. Princip was arrested at the scene. Too young under Austro-Hungarian law to be executed, he was sentenced to 20 years in prison. The tuberculosis finished what the courts could not. By 1916, his right arm had been amputated. By 1918, he weighed less than 40 kilograms. He died in his cell on April the 28th, 1918. He was 23 years old. He never saw the war end. He never saw the empires fall. He died in a damp cell, alone, consumed by the same disease that had been quietly killing him long before he ever pulled a trigger. History still cannot agree on what he was. Hero, terrorist, fool, catalyst, maybe all of them. What history cannot dispute is this: the world was already so fragile, so loaded, so ready to break, that all it needed was one wrong turn and a boy who happened to be standing there.